Welcome to the Gliding Federation of Australia's Daily Inspection Training Series videos. In this and the following series of videos, we will be showing you through the basics of the daily inspection. Before the start of the day's flying, we must check the aircraft is safe to fly. This formal procedure is known as the daily inspection. Although the inspection is relatively simple, you, as the daily inspector, are at the forefront of our aircraft's safety and maintenance system. Whether you are checking on your club's glider that has been in the hangar overnight, or double checking that a glider has been correctly rigged, your eyes and ears will be the first to pick up issues that will determine if the glider is safe to fly that day. Every pilot flying the aircraft today will depend on your careful inspection. The information in these videos and what your daily inspector trainers will be teaching you come from several reference documents. If you have a question about anything in the inspection, then you can refer to these documents for more information. The most formal document in our airworthiness system is the Manual of Standard Procedures Part 3, commonly known as MOSP 3. This outlines all the formal procedures and responsibilities related to glider maintenance. The Daily Inspector's Handbook contains detailed descriptions and guides on what you need to check. It also serves as a handy reference for when you're not quite sure of something that you may have picked up during the inspection. Note that if you're inspecting a motor glider, then there's a separate endorsement and complementary handbook that contains the motor-specific information. Finally, during the inspection itself, the middle pages of the glider's maintenance release have a step-by-step guide to the areas to check on with the daily inspection. Within the GFA, there are several levels of responsibility for airworthiness. The federal government authority is CASA, who delegate the day-to-day maintenance responsibility to the GFA. At the top of the GFA, there is the Executive Group, consisting of the Department Chair and Deputies, and the Chief Technical Officer Airworthiness, or CTOA. They manage the formal processes that we work under, including the daily inspection. Several more layers of GFA members ensure that standards are met, and also as resources when you need to find out information or ask for help resolving questions and issues. Within your club, you will have an Airworthiness Administration Officer, who is the local point of contact for the club. You'll also have several members who work on maintaining the aircraft and possibly even training you in this process of the daily inspector. When you have a question about a glider and whether it may be fit to fly, these people are your best resources to get answers quickly. For the daily inspector, the most important document is the aircraft's maintenance release. This tracks the history of the glider throughout the year. There are several sections in the maintenance release, all equally relevant to your inspection. Inside the front cover are the details about the validity of the maintenance release. The first and second pages track the inspections required on the aircraft and when they are due. A few pages in are the major and minor defects. These list anything that previous inspectors believe need attention from more qualified people. Anything in the major defects section that hasn't been signed off will immediately ground the glider and no flying is permitted. Minor defects are those that should have an attention of a club maintenance person to rectify, but do not present an immediate safety issue. Following the defects section is the flight time and landing section. Here is where all the hours and landings are recorded for this aircraft during the year. Some clubs may not fill this in as they have alternative arrangements that have been approved by the GFA. So check with your instructor about how this is managed in your club. In the centre of the book are a collection of pages for making defect reports to the GFA. If you have access to a computer, then the online airworthiness service difficulty reports are the preferred method of informing the GFA about aircraft defects. After the defect report pages is the daily inspection schedule. It gives you a methodical approach to all the items you should check on, and we'll be visiting these pages in detail in the following videos. Lastly, we come to the daily inspection record. Once you have completed a daily inspection or an independent control check and you are happy that the aircraft is fit to fly, put your signature, GFA number, time and date here. Obtaining your daily inspector rating requires just a few steps. Firstly, there is an introductory training session with your club, of which this video series forms a part. Typically, this will be run by one of the daily inspector examiners at your club. Next, you will spend several days performing inspections under the guidance of your club flying instructors and daily inspector examiners. Once your instructors are happy to let you do the whole inspection without aid, then you will be asked to do a practical exam with one of the daily inspector examiners. Should he or she be happy with your knowledge and ability, you are issued a rating as a logbook endorsement. Based on various factors, an examiner may issue you with a restricted rating. Restricted ratings may be used in special cases, particularly where physical limitations exist that would prevent you carrying out all the duties available to you. This should be discussed with your examiner before you start the daily inspector training. That's all for the introduction to the daily inspection. There are several more videos in this series that will be of assistance to you and your training. Videos are available for the cockpit, wings and fuselage inspections. An additional video is also available for the other inspections that you can perform as part of your daily inspector rating.